Hey everyone, Raider here. Hope you're all doing great and having a fantastic day. Well, it's time for week 3 of weekly Q&A, and we've got a lot of great questions this week. And if I don't happen to get to your question this week, because we do have quite a few of them in, yours will be first up next week. All right, without any further delay, let's jump into this week's questions. Lazy Potato writes in, "Hi, can you tell me if the 13th Gen integrated GPU is better than last year's 12th Gen integrated GPU for gaming, or is it the same? I'm wondering if there's any increase in performance for gaming. Overwatch 2 sometimes dips below 60 FPS on the 12th Gen Iris Xe graphics, so this year is a little better than last. That would give me a steady 60 FPS. So, Lazy Potato, I can tell you for sure that yes, this year's model definitely performs better when it comes to gaming than last year's model. So I just released a video on GTA 5 on the Book3 Pro 360, and I'm getting a solid 10 to 15 frames per second more than last year's model. In fact, I'd say in some scenes closer to 20 to 25. And if you do check out that video, please do take it with a grain of salt, because Lazy Potato, I noticed that the screen recording applications that I was trying, I tried OBS, the Xbox Game Bar, and the Samsung screen recorder that comes built into the laptop. And with all three of those screen recorders, the gaming performance took a pretty big hit as far as frames per second. So you're going to see a pretty big hit taken if you watch that video as far as GTA 5 goes. But without the screen recorder running, I played the whole first mission through. I was in the 70s to 80s consistently, reaching up into the low hundreds. The lowest I ever saw it dip down to was maybe in the mid to high 60s, never below that. However, if you watch that video, you'll see it dip down to the high 50s, and that's because of that screen recorder. So yeah, as long as you're not doing any funny stuff for YouTube videos like I am, you're not using a screen recorder, you're going to get a lot better performance on this year's machine than last. So if you're pushing close to 60 FPS now, I can pretty much guarantee you that you're going to be well above 60 FPS with the latest model. And one last thing before we wrap up this question, Lazy Potato, the thermals on this year's machine are much better than last year's. Now, that's the big difference. On last year's machine, I was easily pushing 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Not a problem when gaming. It would easily get that hot. This year's model, we're pushing around 165 to 170. Like 30 degrees less. Same game, same test, same scenario, same settings. It just runs cooler, to the point to where you even touch the keyboard and you can feel it. So Lazy Potato, I hope this helps you out. Thanks for the question. All right, our next question comes to us from Demarest50. Thanks for this video, but in my case, only the gallery works properly. And this is in regards to using Samsung Smart View. In all other cases, I only see part of the home wallpaper, no matter what app I open, while the app screen in phone becomes small, not minimized. It must be an aspect ratio problem plus something that stops screen from casting. Samsung Smart TV, Samsung Note 10 Lite, any help is greatly appreciated. Okay, well I struggled getting that one out there, sorry. So this is in regards to getting Samsung Smart View to work. So the problem Demarest50 is having is that the home screen isn't showing on the TV correctly, and some of the apps aren't getting cast as well. So here's a couple things to check for, and hopefully these help you out. So swipe down, you're gonna go into settings. We're gonna scroll down until we get to home screen, until you get to rotate in landscape mode. Go ahead and turn that on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and exit out of settings here real quick. And then you're gonna swipe down again and make sure that your auto rotation is set to on, all right? So what that's gonna do is it'll allow you to turn your phone like that. And this is what you wanna do when you're casting to your TV, because this is gonna cast a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, meaning however it looks on your device is how it's gonna look on your TV. So to get the most out of your TV, you wanna have your device in landscape mode. You can also choose to force it as well in the toggle. So this is one way to help with your home screen, getting sent off to your TV correctly. And as far as getting all your apps to get cast over, let me show you another setting real quick. Swipe down so you can see your toggles, and then you're going to want to find the toggle that says Smart View. Go ahead and tap on the text, not the icon itself, just the text. Then turn Smart View on. You're going to have your 3-dot menu up here on the top right. Go ahead and tap on that. Then you want to tap Settings. All right, and then you're going to tap on Labs. And then you're going to have this option right here, Allow all apps to be cast. Go ahead and toggle that on, and that's going to force screen mirroring for any app that's on your phone. Hopefully both of these methods together will help you with this. All right, this next question comes to us from Metal Gaming. Cool video, bro. What cameras do you use for your YouTube videos? So I use this camera right here, Metal Gaming. This is the Canon M50. So the M50's been out for a few years. It's a pretty good camera. You know, it's a decent APS-C. It's nothing to cry home about, but it gets the job done. I really like the way it takes photos, but I do struggle getting good videos out of it. Like, I gotta keep my text super small on my devices or else it kind of blows it out. I gotta be careful with the brightness as well. I've played around with like manual focus and auto and doing different settings from YouTube videos, but I struggle with it. But it's a decent camera. The price is right. It's been out for a few years, and yeah, that's what I use, the Canon M50. I might upgrade later this year, not sure, still trying to figure things out. All right, so this next question comes to us from Wilderferin. I'm so sorry if I just butchered your name there. And this question comes in from the S Pen video that we did about it continuously getting disconnected from the S23 Ultra. And your question is, I did all that, got the update, air action still not working. So one thing to check for, you might not have it enabled. So go ahead and swipe down to get to settings. Scroll down until you get to advanced features and tap on that. Then you're gonna wanna tap on S Pen. And then your topmost option is going to be air actions. You can see here I personally have it disabled. So go ahead and check to see if you have this toggle enabled, and if not, make sure it is. All right, this next question comes to us from HB001. Hey bro, another quick question. Samsung Notes and Galaxy Books can open multiple notes at the same time in different windows, right? Haven't seen anyone do that on YouTube. So yeah, my friend, no worries. You can open multiple notes. Let me show you that real quick. We'll go ahead and pop those open here. So I've got two notes open side by side, and all you do is you go to your start menu and just start typing Samsung Notes, and open one note up, go down to your start menu, type Samsung Notes again, it'll open up your next note, and you can tile them side by side like I did, or just keep them in their own windows and Alt-Tab between them. One thing though, you're maxed out at 2 instances of notes running at once. So let me show you this real quick. Let's go ahead and try to open up a third. Nothing. That's what it does. I've tried this out a few times too. So yeah, you can have 2 copies of Samsung Notes running at the same time. You can do whatever you want between the 2 notes, but you are limited to 2 instances of Samsung Notes. Great question. All right, our next question comes to us from Namit0421. Will the S8 stylus work on the Galaxy Book2 360? Well, let's find out. All right, we've got the Book2 Pro 360 right here. And I've got the Tab S8 Ultra sitting right here out of camera view. So let me go ahead and grab the stylus from the Tab S8 Ultra. Let's try it out on this Book2 Pro 360 and see what happens here. So go ahead and hover above the screen. I see the little cursor. That's a good first sign. View all notes. Looks good. Let's go ahead and create a note. Make sure we can use this thing. Get it in screen view here for you. All right. Test. Oops, let me make sure I'm within a note area here. Here we go. Test. And let's try out the eraser. Yeah, no problems, my friend. The Tab S8, any of these tablet pens, works fine with the Book2 Pro 360. All right, so that wraps up this week's Q&A. This is week 3. We have a few more questions that we'll get to at the start of next week. And if you have any questions or future video ideas, please drop them down in the comments section below. I really do appreciate your time. And as always, thanks for watching.